Hi gamers, my name is Belmont and I'm with triadgamers.com. My boyfriends and I wanted to start producing content related to the things about gaming that make us the most excited. And one of those things just happened, which was the release of Magic the Gathering's Core 2021 set. So what we're going to do today is talk about the 10 cards from that set that have made us the most excited. Let's dive in, shall we? As we get started talking about the cards, a little bit about us. We're three men who live in Madison, Wisconsin. We are primarily Commander players, but have been known to do some standard events at our local game store, and obviously playing a lot of standard and brawl on Arena during some of these more interesting times. Now, these cards are in no particular order. These are just 10 cards that have gotten us really excited in a variety of formats that Magic the Gathering offers. So, let's move on to our first card. Let's start off with green and start talking about Wildwood Scourge. Now, this mono green card comes with a lot of options. For those that like green, mean, stompy decks, you make a big Hydra and just smash. For those that like ramp decks, you make an even bigger Hydra and then smash harder. Now, we feel that this has the best +1/+1 affinity for the set. You play early and then you reap the benefits of a lot of counters. For an example, comboing it with Pride Malkin. Kitty not only makes extra counters, but also gives it trample. Simic decks with Simic Ascendancy, this provides a great option for the alternate win condition. So, in our opinion, this is a great, solid mono green card for this set. Next, let's talk about Conclave Mentor. Now, with this card, Selesnya and Bant decks have just gotten a great bump. It definitely ups the beater quotient even more. Also, Selesnya life gain with the Johnny's Pride Mate has definitely gotten back into the fold, as this card both speeds up the growth of the Pride Mate as well as giving life when it dies. Also, add in the recent Heliod for maximum gains for both lifelink and the +1/+1 counters. This card also definitely gives more consistency to hardened scale effect decks. Next up is Basri, the latest Planeswalker to join the multiverse. I mean, it's a new Planeswalker. What's there not to love? Also, the three of us think he's kinda hot. But seriously, his ability to give creatures indestructible can really mess with combat tricks and ensure maximum carnage during a combat phase. Also, his -1 ability encourages go-wide strategies, especially Soldier Tribal. His ult, which isn't that hard to get to, gives you a free Cathar's Crusade for the rest of the game. You can also pair his ult with Selesnya or even Bant Proliferate decks, which are actually not too bad in standard right now. Our Magical Christmas Land is getting Basri, Wildwood Scourge, and Conclave Mentor by turn 4 and wreaking havoc on our opponent's board state. Our fourth card that has us really excited is the Feline Sovereign, and for three reasons. Cat, man, Dur. We love building commander decks around Cat Tribal, and this card is a great addition to the ongoing excellence of Cat Tribal and Magic the Gathering. It's got a great pairing with Pride Mate and Standard Selesnya, especially with Cub Warden involved. And also, this allows a tribal deck to take on and possibly upset current top tier decks. The trigger can destroy Wilderness Reclamation, Witch's Oven, Shark Typhoon, Cavalcade of Calamity. You get the idea. This is one good kitty. Next up is the Indulgent Patriot. Now, some of us here at Triad Gamers have a serious Orzovian streak going on. We even have a deck that we like to nickname Vampires, which is white and black vampires working together. Link in the description down below. What's amazing about this card is that it hits all opponents if life is gained, which is great for multiplayer Commander. Also, there are many ways in white via +1/+1 counters or combat tricks, or in black with enchantments to get it to 3 power and allow it to start setting off its own trigger. Also, the art's really cool. Speaking of vampires, let's now talk about Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Now, we kind of loved the mythology that came with the Dusk Rose back in Ixalan and all that, and this card is just continuing on that great tradition, and he's just a cool vampire. And honestly, think about him comboing with Blood Artist. Also, it allows for another card to infinitely combo with Exquisite Blood, making that combo much more secure. But again, cool vampire! Let's move on to red and talk about Double Vision. Now, some of us here at Triad Gamers, namely me, are Is It for Life. I love playing Niv Mizzet as a commander, and I love Is It decks. And this card right here is hashtag value. I am so happy to see a great solid enchantment that really cares about instants or sorceries and is going to make my Is It game much more fun. Yes, it's also going to make me a target during our commander game, but I'm going to have fun being that target. Number 8 on our list of 10 cards that have us really excited from Core 21 is Sublime Epiphany. Now, first of all, this card is obviously up there for best art in the set, is just gorgeous. I also know Mark Rosewater tweeted about this card earlier, teasing that it had 31 options, because if you break down the amount of combos that you can do from those options, it's about 31. And honestly, a card that has 5 possible modes for 6 mana is absurdly good. Again, 5 modes for 6 mana. Think Casualties of War from War of the Spark, but at instant speed. All right, this can counter a spell and any resulting trigger, like with Hydroid Crassus. Even without the counters involved, the bottom 3 options alone are definitely well worth 6 mana, especially in a commander game later on. It can warp the board state. This is one powerful card, and we are here for it. Also in blue is See the Truth. Now, we are excited about this puzzle of a card. And the reason we call it a puzzle is we're really interested to see what combos people are going to come up with, finding a way to activate those last lines of text about getting this card out from a zone other than your hand and reaping the benefits from that. Now, this card is going to have a great place in Commander, and even without getting those last lines of text involved, it still has a great ability, especially if you're searching for something or an Is It card draw or anything like that. So we're excited to see where this goes, and awesome art. Last, but certainly not least on our list of 10 cards from Core 2021 that have us super excited is Chromatic Orie. Now, who doesn't love a good Orie? Also, it's like Soul Ring and Chromatic Lantern had a baby, and we are here for it. Now, this card also allows artifact-focused commander decks to work around fixing, as there are only a few options other than Chromatic Lantern that can be currently used. Also, the draw a card ability will generally net you at least 2 cards late game for decks that play it, especially good to have around when you start running out of gas. Finally, for ramp decks looking to cast spells with X, the 5 mana return from a 7 mana artifact is efficient. And this card is going to be probably going to become a commander staple for many years to come. So that, folks, is our 10 cards that we are most excited about from Core 2021. We want to thank you for watching this video and sticking with us. If you're looking for more information about who we are, what we do, or what we might have going on, feel free to visit us at triadgamers.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or on Twitch. In fact, one of us is streaming as we're recording this video right now. We are definitely doing this for fun, but if somebody out there wants to sponsor us, we will definitely have that conversation for sure. So thanks again for watching, and we look forward to bringing you something new sometime soon.